Hey there, Gemini. This is Chronic Joy Tarot, and we are here to do your soul guidance reading for Gemini, Sun, Moon, or Rising, and or anyone else who just happens to be here. I always say if you're drawn to this and your intuition has guided you to open this video up and press play, then the message is for you, okay? But off camera while I'm shuffling, I definitely draw in the essence of Gemini. And so predominantly, this is for the Gemini souls. If you're new to my channel, welcome and thank you. And please know that the style that I read is not about outward circumstances or other people or beings or predictions. It's more about your soul, how, tapping into an aspect of your soul to expand upon, and then how to go about that, okay? It's all about you. And Gemini, we are pulling from the Oracle deck to give us a topic or an aspect to focus on from the Native Spirit Oracle deck by Denise Lynn. And your card at this time is Medicine Woman, Medicine Man. So, healing. It's all about healing. You have healing powers, as do all of us as human beings and spirits in a human body. But at this time, the capacity for healing is profound at this time. Self-healing, healing others, helping others with their emotional, physical, or mental wounds, or also your own. So tap into that, sort of that creative, powerful healing power that you carry, and see where it brings you, right? Okay, so the spread we're doing here to elaborate on this topic is called The Tree. And we have a starting row here. This is kind of where you stand now. Starting point, internal energy and external. And then we find out how to move forward and proceed to a higher understanding of this topic, which is healing. Some of you may take this as time for self-healing, old wounds. And some may want to take others under your wing and help them. Okay, it depends on your situation. Since this is general, you'll take sort of the gist of it and apply it to your life. Okay, your starting point, Gemini. Look at that, beautiful. Friendliness. I love this card. This is one of my favorite cards of the deck. So there you have two trees that are firmly rooted in the ground, side by side, close enough to touch one another. Yet if there was a really heavy wind and to blow these leaves away, you would see the branches are intertwined. Yes, they connect in a common space, and maybe even the roots, because you see the yellow and the pink become orange where they meet. However, they are firmly rooted exactly as their individual self, right? This is what you're getting more and more, Gemini, is that your place in this world, where you stand, is as important as anyone else's, right? And also becoming more and more grounded and firm. You're really beginning to know your authentic self inside and out. And that knowledge, that knowing, that alignment there, that's a foundation for offering up healing qualities. Because where we are shaky or uprooted and uncertain, that's not a very good place to start when it comes to healing, self-healing, or helping others, right? You must stay. Like if this tree, the pink tree, were there to aid the yellow tree through a problem, the minute that the pink tree begins to uproot and try to, shield and protect that yellow tree more and more and more, you're losing, the pink tree's losing its own roots. So the energy here is to stand firm, deep and high where you stand in your life, in your knowledge of your own inner being. And from there, offer up your healing powers to yourself, to others, to the globe, even if it's a figurative offering up of healing powers. There's, that healing energy does not have to apply to anything specific. It's just having an awareness of it and knowing it's possible, starting with your full alignment. Okay? Internally, you might feel like lately you've been a little closed off. Like maybe this firm rootedness isn't as apparent to you as you'd like it to be. You might have felt more withdrawn, more emotionally clouded, and maybe spending a little too much time with the mental aspects of yourself. Maybe it's time to show some more emotion and let that ice melt, right? Right there, just the act of being in touch with your feelings and showing them, even if it's just alone with yourself, you're starting the healing right there, right? You know your authentic self. Sometimes we depart from it. Sometimes we do, when our mind takes over, when it tells us you're not enough, or, your goals are not reachable, or, everyone's judging you and talking about you, or these things that our mind tells us that really have no place in our spiritual growth are really, really normal. It's very human to question things and to wonder if you're enough and wonder if you're doing enough. But the balance to that, the flip side to that, the way to temper that mind chatter is to truly, fully feel. Okay? And that begins the healing. Okay? So for some of you, you might feel, and maybe it's just a small aspect of yourself that hasn't been showing up fully. That's okay too. This doesn't, always have to be these big, heavy, dramatic moments. This could just be, oh yeah, in those moments when I feel like I want to shut down and close off, I'm going to try to just, state my feelings and be that rooted pink tree, right? I'm going to try that next time. Next time somebody has me sort of feeling uneasy or unsure of myself, I'm just going to say and show how that feels to me, right? It could just be an intention. But it's all about the healing. In your external world, we want you to be cautious and aware of this sort of ideal way to be. This dream card is like literally this woman dreaming of the prince coming to sweep her off her feet and living happily ever after, which we know, intellectually we know that's really kind of an illusion, because our pink tree and our rootedness and firmness and being exactly who we are, that's what's going to bring us our happy. And it not only ever after, but now and fully in this moment, now happy, right? So in your external world, the attention to this ideal, and it doesn't have to be about a romance, it could be any ideal. I need to be further along in life right now. I need to have been making more money or having more status, or I'm not measuring up to this ideal that I've set for myself. That is and then you might feel a longing for it, right? In your day-to-day life. That's an illusion. It's a dream. It's okay to have these intentions, but where you stand now firmly rooted is your life. And that's what you build upon, right? Show up, be your authentic self, and know that this very moment is where my healing is. I can heal, the things I long for and feel separated from. It creates feelings of not enoughness, or feelings of being unworthy, or whatever, or even just, out of sync with others too. But the healing is in the knowing. It's in the alignment. It's in that pink rooted tree. okay? Making progress, and the key to moving forward is in this card here. And look at that. It's burnout. It's exhaustion. This figure is so wiped out, there isn't any more action that they can take. I'm just done. I'm done, right? So I would say that the key to being able to continue your healing and to be that medicine woman or that medicine man and offer healing to others or offer self-healing to yourself, the key is to kind of stop. Stop efforting. Stop the outward actions and get more in that alignment, right? Once you can do away, because that's going to tire you out, this, holding in your feelings and feeling so separated from these ideals that you've set for yourself that aren't really real. They're kind of an illusion. All that is keeping you from experiencing that full richness of life right now. And I'm not saying this is exactly where some of you are. This could be just a template, a reminder for if you find yourself in that position in the future. Because we all of us get out of sync. We all do. We all need to tend to our hearts at one point or another and apply that healing energy. You just have the profound power behind you right now. You have spirit supporting you in that right now. And this could also mean you're wanting to help another. And helping another heal isn't in the effort. It's in the being, right? In that simplicity of just being your rooted pink tree for them. There isn't anything you really have to do and tire yourself out over. It's just that simple, loving presence, right? And then once this is mastered, once you're getting that these energies that surround you, that have you thinking, I can't, I'm broken, or they're broken, and I can't help, and there's nothing I could do. Once you get that that's all just sort of mind chatter and illusion, and that your true power comes from simply being, once you get that, then you begin the healing. Oh my gosh, hello. Then you begin the next steps of, completing the journey, starting with detaching from outcome. No thingness. This doesn't mean nothingness. This doesn't mean your life is a big nothing. This is the ability to detach from the need for things to be a certain way. Detach from the dream. Begin to allow the thoughts that clutter your mind, that keep you from really showing up, allow them to come and go, right? No thing needs to stay attached to your existence except your alignment, right? Internally, what does this create? Literal healing power. I love when these show up just exactly as I need them to. So, medicine woman, medicine man, you have just beautifully profound healing powers with you at this time. And we're talking mind, body, spirit. And if you see that heart chakra opening up and the lotus just continuing to unfold, that is you. That's your internal alignment really, really taking root, that pink tree. That's you. That's coming. This is an internal energy. So there's a knowing within you that once you master these lower energies and begin to detach from the need for things to be any one way and allow life in, healing automatically comes. Okay? In your external world, it may create a little bit of a dichotomy. You might feel like, okay, should I, like this figure here stuck between the ledges, should I let go of my feet, dangle there for a minute until I slip and fall, or do I let go of my hands and just tumble immediately? And this is a reminder that when the mental indecision or mental chatter starts to show up again, just like from this isolation card, when it starts to show up again in your future, you can let it go. You can be this figure and just let go of both hands and feet at the same time, and trust that the universe will, and the creator will provide you with the buoy that you need, the soft cloud to land on. Maybe you'll hit the ground and be hurt for a minute, but you'll be provided with the power of healing to stand up, brush yourself off, and move on. It's the trust. It's the knowing that life is happening for you at all times, not to you. And there's a healing quality in that in itself, right? And then the final card here is sort of the insight into the whole experience and the power of healing, and that is the outsider card. This is sort of a sense of, I'm not where I want to be. Or, yes, I want to help another heal, but I don't know what to do. I can't do it, right? I'm so detached from their experience that I can't relate. I can't get there, right? And if you look closely at this little boy, he's wanting to get through the gate, to this rainbow world, but the lock that's on the chain is not engaged. It's unlocked. So the process, the step to take is open the gate and move forward. Step toward the healing. Step toward it. Be in it. Be in alignment, and then without regard to any certain outcome or any way of traveling there, just go forward. Just drop and go. Let go and trust. Because remember, you're always supported by that, that loving, healing energy of Source. Always. Okay? You have a lot of power, Gemini, to really transform at this time, and to really gain that alignment and that awareness of how empowered you really are. Okay? I love this reading for you guys, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you did enjoy it, give it a like, and maybe check out my Instagram channel as well, Living Chronic Joy. Until next time, I love you all very much. Okay.